Well, welcome to the Monday Money Tip Podcast presented by Fully Funded Life. My name is Joe Sangle, and we want to help you live your fully funded life. And I'm joined, as always, by my co-host, Megan Hibbard. Are you fired up today?
Fired up.
You drove down here from North Carolina to South Carolina.
I did. Made the trek down 85.
And that new house is treating you good?
It is.
Now, when you first got there, your address didn't exist like on Google or something.
It still struggles.
It still struggles?
We're getting there.
So
we can at least get mail.
People can mail you a letter now.
Yes.
This is awesome.
It's huge.
Welcome to the 1990s. That is awesome. Do you have internet?
Yes.
That matters a lot.
That also took a month to get.
That took a month. You lived a month off of tethering your phone or something?
Yeah, and I don't know, like new build neighborhoods are always funny because usually they're in the middle of nowhere because that's where they can get land. And there was like zero cell service. I've never wanted to throw my phone across the room so many times.
You went back to the 90s.
Yes. I was like,
Did you
how do
dial
people
up?
operate?
You dialed up.
It's so frustrating.
Did you have a 14.4 baud rate or 28.8 or a 57.6? Some people know what I'm talking about. Comment if you know what I'm talking about, or comment if you have no clue what I'm talking about. But today we're going to talk about
Yes. Today we are talking about your 2025 money game plan. So 5 steps to financial success this year.
Yeah, we're kicking off the new year.
2025, that just sounds wild.
It's a quarter of the 2000s is gone.
I remember when 2000 happened. Everyone thought everything was going to explode.
Y2K.
Yeah.
Well, a quarter of it's gone. What do you think? Do you think you're going to be here when it turns to 2100?
Sure.
I'll be 126. So
I'll
I'm
be
going to
not.
work on it, but I can tell you by the activities I engage in, this whole body's going to wear out. The logging is wearing me out. The lumber cutting, the lumber milling.
Lumberjack.
I'm a lumber Joe.
Lumber
My
Joe.
name's not Jack. So if we're going to help you win with money in 2025, I think it always starts,
Yes.
if we're going to look ahead, it starts by looking back.
Yep.
Yeah.
So first we got to review 2024. So how did you do? There's a couple different categories we talk through usually when we're talking about reviewing. So we have 6 of them. Is that right? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So I'll list them off and then we can.
We have Roman numerals.
I know the Roman numerals really throw me off. I'm like,
V,
the V is 5, so then we add another. Okay. We need to go back to school on
Have
Roman
you ever heard
numerals.
that song with the 18 wheels on a big rig? Oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 wheels on a big rig.
What is the purpose of that song?
It's a comedy bit. You can look it up on YouTube. And then he's like, all right, let's do it. Roman numerals. I, V, I. It's hilarious. There's X, P, I, wheels on a big rig. Woo! Boom. Nailed it.
We've officially gone
But there
off
are
the
only
rails.
6. There's I, V, I. Review money categories.
Here we go. All right. We're back. Okay, so we have earning, giving, saving, investing, debt, maybe debt reduction / addition. Hopefully we didn't do that one. Or in spending decisions.
Okay,
Those
so
are kind of our
let's
6.
just burn through them a little slower. So in 2024,
Yep.
Did you earn more than the previous year? Did you hit the number that you hoped you would hit?
Mm-hmm.
We're doing this to review with an eye towards the future. How did you do with your giving? No? Did you give what you wanted to be able to give last year? Did you? I was able to.
Yep.
Fired up. I was fired up about it. I was able to give to some other organizations. It was
That's exciting.
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Savings. Were you able to build your savings last year?
Mm-hmm.
You moved.
Yeah,
You
the
build a
whole
house.
moving thing really threw a wrench in a lot
Woo!
of things.
Got to have a reset when you get moved.
Yeah, I feel like you need a reset on everything. You just are like, and I feel like now we're like getting settled and we're like, okay, this way is up now.
There's a new rhythm. Yeah, we've set a new foundation.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, we moved to a new state. We moved to a new house. Logan started kindergarten. It was just a lot.
Yep.
A lot.
New taxes, new everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then investing. Where I want each of our listeners to review, how did you invest? Like, did you maintain your automatic investments to the company retirement plan? If you don't have that available to you, do you contribute to a Roth IRA? for those of you that are doing the other type of investing in the real estate or in precious metals or whatever your game is, maybe rare art, did you hit your goals? You know, were there gaps? We're looking at this past to say, were there gaps? Or is this, hey, I kind of call it the keep, stop, modify. What do you want to keep doing? What do you want to stop doing? What do you need to keep doing, but you got to modify it?
That's good.
And then of debt, you know, reduction. Did you reduce the debt you wanted to?
Hopefully.
And did you add some debt? Now,
It's
maybe,
not always a
maybe
bad
they
thing.
bought a house. You bought a house.
I
Did
bought
you
a
pay cash
house.
for your house this time?
The
Not
whole
yet.
thing.
Yeah. So you guys added some debt,
We did.
but you dumped the house debt down here.
Yes, made a
Oh.
pretty penny.
That's good. You made a pretty penny. 1 penny. That's
Okay.
nice. And then your spending decisions. When you think about last year, how were your spending decisions?
Yeah.
It's good.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you think through that, you've got to celebrate successes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So maybe some ideas for celebrating. Maybe a high five doesn't seem like a good.
A high five could be good. A high five could be good.
I feel like you have dance party listed.
I listed a dance party.
You also listed a kiss.
I
I'm
listed a
hoping
kiss.
this is with your spouse.
Yeah, with your spouse. Yes. Yes, it should not be someone other than your spouse. I'll tell you that right now. But like when you think about celebrating good work, a high five with your spouse, a kiss, a dance party in the kitchen, turn that music up,
I feel
some
like
country music
like
on the radio.
a celebratory
Baby.
dinner.
Okay, we could put in a dinner. We could do all of these. We could high five. We could kiss. We could have a fine dinner and a dance party.
There you go.
Woo! We can celebrate good work. And you can say, what is all this about? And you can say, baby, we saved money last year. And we put some, our 401k is growing.
There you go.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm like, we survived last year.
They're okay. Now, here we go. That's also success, is surviving. Did we survive? What is all this for? We survived. We are having our fine dinner at McDonald's with the new value menu. All right, there we go.
I am not eating at McDonald's.
Okay, that's good.
It kills people. People died. Did you not hear this?
No.
The whole the onions or maybe the meat. I don't know. There's a lot of people that got sick from eating their burgers. Just saying, you should look it up. Make your own informed
Is
decision.
this true?
Yes.
I don't know.
Jeff's gonna look it up right now for us.
Okay.
My kids know. We go to McDonald's and they say we don't eat their people. It makes people sick.
What?
I'm just saying it happened.
I'm going to McDonald's, and McDonald's, don't sue us.
Well, nobody knows apparently because there's still a line in the drive-thru. But
yeah. So here's the deal.
Sorry, McDonald's.
They showed that quarter pounders contained E. coli.
I tell
were
you.
making people sick. When? When was this?
It was recent.
November 13th.
Yes, I'm telling you.
Ooh, 2024. This is not good.
I'm telling you.
Well, I'm going to go buy one from there tomorrow just to prove that they don't make people sick. So here's the thing. You got to identify areas for adjustments and improvements, right? That stuff that, hey, what do I need to stop doing? And what do I need to modify doing? So what caused the deficiency? Was it a lack of attention due to busyness? Were you impulsive? Was there a major life event?
Yeah.
For you, you had a major life event. You moved.
I'm going to say S on that major life
Yeah.
events.
Yeah. Yes, there's plural. Your son went to kindergarten, right? You were very busy. But the question is, how can you avoid the challenges that you faced in 2024? How can you put in place rhythms, systems to prevent that from hurting your financial progress in 2025?
Mm-hmm.
And so the key, of course, we love SMART goals, which stands for, let's put it on the screen, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. I'm going to say attainable.
You're changing it?
It says achievable, but they're wrong. Our note writer wrote it wrong. It's attainable. But we can write achievable too. They're the same word.
It's the same word.
Specific, measurable, achievable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound goals. So what does that mean?
Yeah.
Well, it's specific. You can measure it. Is it attainable? Is it relevant to your life? And when time-bound means there's a goal date you want to achieve it by.
So a few examples might be of these might be to give a full tithe.
Yeah.
So that you can definitely say, I did that or I did not do that at the end of the year.
Yes.
Maybe you donate money to the local food shelter. You save $5,000. It's very specific.
Yeah, we want to save $5,000 in 2025.
Maybe you want to pay off $10,000 worth of debt.
And you could name the debt. I want to pay down $6,000 of car debt and $4,000 of student loan debt.
Right.
Yeah.
Increase investments into your 401k from 5% to 8% of the income.
Yeah.
You want to obtain a new certification so you can earn an automatic pay raise of 10%. I want to do that.
Yeah. Get that certification. Okay. So that's really key. And then make adjustments. Go right now and adjust your budget for 2025. Modify that budget to reflect all the current reality of your income and expenses and your goals. And then plan out every month for the next 12 months how you're going to achieve those goals. You know, how much extra do you have to pay on those debt payments to achieve that debt payoff? You said you wanted to save $5,000. Divide that by 12. That's $416.67. How are you going to make sure, set that up, make it automatic? It's really huge. We're going to talk about that in a minute.
Yep.
But plan it out for the next 12 months. And then plan for those known upcoming non-monthly expenses. We call those Qs around here.
Oh, those
KUEs.
Qs.
You know, the K is silent, so we like to give it its due in the acronym. KUE.
Yeah.
Create a fund for those big ticket items. What are some of those?
Yeah. Vacation, home repairs, Christmas, special days, like anniversaries maybe, birthdays, insurance premiums, property taxes, and annual HOA fees.
Yeah. And create that fund. And where do you put that fund? I recommend having it outside of your regular bill pay account.
Amen. We had both of our cars in the shop at the same time on the same day. And one of our cars had to get 2 new tires. One of our cars had to get full brakes on the same day. They're at the same shop.
Did you have to sit at the shop and just drink all their coffee?
Jordan, I took him, we dropped the first car off, and then I went back and he dropped me and the kids off, and then he took the other car back and he just waited. But I mean, for a brief moment, I'm freaking out because I'm like,
you have no car.
Well, I mean, that was whatever, you know, but I'm like, that's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
Right before Christmas. And I'm like, oh, and Jordan's like, it's fine. We have a fund for it. We're good. You know, and it's like, oh, yeah. This is why we saved for this, because we didn't know that on that day.
Isn't that crazy? We save for emergencies and save for car repairs. But then when we actually have to spend the money, it still feels bad.
It does feel
bad. But
bad.
it's so much better than putting on a credit card.
Yeah. Because I'm like, well, I mean, we save for Christmas too, so I don't have to worry about that. But like,
so my question is, do you put it on the credit card, earn the points, and then pay the credit card?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, yeah. You just move money around.
Yeah. It's the same cost. And then automate stuff. Automate those savings for your known upcoming expenses. Automate your bill payments. Hey, maybe you're at 101 level. You're starting out to get good financial habits, and you keep paying stuff late. Not because you don't have the money, just because you don't have organization. Automate it. And then, of course, automate your investment contributions and do a detailed review of all your outgo. What are the things you should point out that they should review in their outgo side of their budget?
People these are so easy just to keep happening. You don't even know it. So subscriptions, maybe you don't even realize that you're paying for Disney Plus, Hulu, Netflix, Peacock. Are you watching all of those? Do you need all of those? So insurance policies, interest rates being earned for your savings.
Yeah.
A lot of times you don't even know what you're
I mean, there are people that
missing.
continue to put money in a savings account at a big bank, like Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Chase, and they're earning 0.03% interest. And you could move those over to an online bank like Ally, Marcus, SoFi, and earn close to 4% right now.
My big bank called me and tried to get me to switch my money around to earn more interest.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm good, thanks.
Yeah. Sorry. Nice try. And so review that outgo. It's really important. And then here's a bonus idea. Commit to financial education.
Yeah.
You know, if you really want to prosper financially, you won't wander your way to it. And so I encourage you to choose one financial skill that you want to master in 2025. Maybe it's investing, maybe it's taxes, whatever it is.
Riveting.
And maybe
taxes.
I did that for humor. Some people like taxes.
I mean, you got to do it every year. Might as well know more about it.
I did that for our CPA. He paid me to do it. And then he didn't really. He charged me more money. But he earns every penny. And then maybe you commit to read at least 2 financial books this year, or attend a financial conference, or participate in a financial course, which brings me to Fully Funded Life. Could they participate in a financial course at fullyfunded.life?
You could knock out a couple of these things with Fully Funded Life. So you could get a course and challenge and master a couple of different topics, whatever, you know, is your fancy. Whatever fits your fancy. What is the saying?
Whatever suits your
Suits
fancy.
your fancy. I was
It
like,
wears a suit.
what is that word?
The tuxedos, you're fancy.
Yeah. But we also have, recommended books that you could also do that.
We give a couple of free courses with Fully Funded Life Light
We
edition.
do. So
limited edition.
you could join our free version and do a little dabbling, figure out, is this helpful?
And I
or
think
not?
you'll find out you want to jump in the whole thing.
And then if you jump into the whole thing, you get coaching
With a human,
included with a person
not an AI robot.
who is
Which we're going to experiment with that in 2040.
24.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But their sole purpose is to help you with your personal finance because it's personal and unique to you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, hey, thanks so much for joining us for the Money Money Tip podcast. Hey, let's make 2025 great like Tony the Tiger.
Oh.
Have a great week, everybody.
Thanks for watching. Hey, if you've gotten value from this, and I believe you have, click that subscribe button, click that thumbs up, leave a comment, and share it with somebody. We want to make sure that this community grows so that we can all together live fully funded lives. Thanks for being a part of our family.